Yes, my people, there are crimes and there are crimes. There are mistakes and there are mistakes. There are things that can easily be forgiven and there are things that cannot easily be forgiven. Even the Bible said that the sin against the Holy Spirit cannot be forgiven. That is blasphemy against the Holy Spirit. Yesterday, I made a video about a South African lady who discovered that her fiancé was cheating on her. Then she waited for him to finish training her in school before dumping him and then marrying another man. In fact, the lady was so bitter and pained by the betrayal that she was so happy when the man died. Today, guys, there is another aspect of the same story, and the more reason we should celebrate, respect, and appreciate the way May Edochie is handling the situation she found herself in. Please, patiently listen to the story of this lady. Ndolo Immaculate was a Cameroonian, enterprising, beautiful, and intelligent young lady who fell in love with a young man called Daniel Sona APA. They courted, got married, and then moved to Dubai. Immaculate gave everything she had to Daniel. She even had to incur the anger of some of her family members because of him. She devoted herself. She gave all her energy, all her passion, all her love to Daniel. She believed in him. She sacrificed for him. She loved him totally. She trusted him completely. She believed that nothing could come between them. When she got pregnant for him, it was the height of her joy because that was what she had always dreamt of. Then she was delivered of their baby and everything to her was wonderful. Then gradually Danielle started showing some signs she couldn't understand. Immaculate was not prepared for this because she had already given so much. She had already sacrificed so much. She had already destroyed any backup plan because of the kind of faith and trust she had for this man. Then guys, one fateful day, one horrible day, one dark red day, she came into the house and the same Daniel, her husband, the man she had poured all her love, all her energy, all her affection onto for so many years, she saw this man in bed with another woman. It was not just a betrayal to her, it was a devastation. It was not just an embarrassment, it was a total destruction. A destruction of the foundation of her reality, a destruction of the framework of her sanity, a destruction of the fabric of her peace. Where will she start from now? How can she bounce back? She was not prepared for this. She did not make plan for this. She had loved without a second plan, without a backup plan. She never doubted or second guessed her love or her intention. Neither did she doubt or second guess her husband's love or his intentions. But now reality is trying to force her into an uncharted path, into an unprepared performance, into the most scary nightmare of her life. What will Ndolo Immaculate do? She could not think straight. She could not see beyond the condition she found herself into. She remembered all she had sacrificed. She remembered all the people she had annoyed just because of her love for Daniel. She remembered the bridges she had burnt in her pursuit for their affair, for their romance, for their lives together. She couldn't see herself going back. She couldn't see herself being mocked by people who have warned her before, people who had told her to back up from this man. She couldn't imagine, she couldn't bear the idea of being humiliated, of being told, "I told you so." Immaculate was so depressed that the only option she could see was to self-destruct, to cut her life short, to commit suicide. And guys, to delete herself, she did. Not because she was weak, but because she felt she had nothing else to live for again if what she had lived for had just proven to be all false. This was a pain, a bitterness, a sadness, a depression that she couldn't handle. And that was how the world lost a passionate, loving, and gentle woman. And people cried. The people that knew her, the people that understood her gentle heart, cried. They cried because they knew how loving, kind, and trusting she was. They cried because they knew that the reason she took her life was not worth it. For her husband, the adulterer, will still go ahead to enjoy himself in the laps of the woman that has caused this in the first place. They cried because her life is far more valuable than any man at all, any man's betrayal. But guys, only few can understand the pain this woman had to deal with. The pain of betrayal, the pain of suddenly seeing, suddenly discovering that all you believed in for years, that all your sweat, all your energy, all your love, support, and sacrifices for years has been poured inside a porous basket. That the result of your lifetime of devotion, suffering, and sacrifice has been for nothing. Such pain is not easily overcome without the grace of God. That is why the situation May found herself into and the way she is handling it is re-echoing and resonating across the globe. As May Edochie rises from the ashes of her situation, as May Edochie soars with class and elegance above the portraits of her husband and Judy Austin's defecation, as May Edochie moves from glory to glory, far away from the ugliness of what her marriage has turned into today, she, by so doing, is setting a wonderful example to all women across the globe that marriage should not be a do or die affair, that no man is worth taking your life for. In fact, no individual at all, it doesn't have to be a man, nobody is worth taking your life for. That betrayal should not be the end of your dream or the end of your life. That no matter what you think you've sacrificed for any man, remember that you have far much more than you've already given. That inside you is an infinite and inexhaustible resource of potentials that cannot be used up. You still have more to give so long as you can breathe, so long as you have life in you. May Edochie is teaching us across the globe that even when you think you have given all, you still have more to give. So long as you are alive, so long as you are breathing, you have more to give. That there are numerous opportunities waiting for you, that your potentials have not finished. Our sister Immaculate deleted herself because she feels she could not go on again after giving so much, without knowing that it is not of her. She has infinite resource within her. Her mind was just deceiving her. The so-called husband is not worth taking her life for. Look at the love that poured in for her from all sides. People that are far worthier, far more handsome, far richer, and far more well-behaved than her husband are pouring in their love for her. If only she had waited. If only she had not deleted herself. So many wonderful opportunities and open doors are out there waiting for her. Today, May Edochie is teaching all of us from all walks of life that no one, no single person, be you a husband or a wife, should define your value for you. You have more value than you think. You have more value than any single human being can articulate or define. If one person doesn't like you, there are more than 7 billion people out there in the world, out of which there is one person or many people that have the mind and the heart divinely configured to love and adore you. If one person hates you, there are more people than you can count out there who desires for a personality like yours and will see it as a privilege to love, treasure, and adore you. So do not define yourself by the standard of one person. Do not delete yourself because one person proves to be unfaithful and unworthy of your love, affection, and expectations. Nobody is God. Nobody have the right to push you to the brim of you contemplating terminating your life, because you were not created for one person. You are created for life. For you to be a blessing in your little or big way to your environment and people around you, near and far. May Edochie is now a blessing to millions of people across the globe. Not just because she was betrayed, but because of the way she has risen above what may crumble others. The way she has disgraced her enemies by flying when they expect her to grovel. That is the spirit I'm talking about. So we shouldn't go giving them that credit, for they don't deserve it. They are not worth it at all. Alright guys, I will stop here for today. Please, what do you think? Let me hear your opinions in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And also, if you've not subscribed, please support me by hitting that subscribe button. Press the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I post a new video. Thanks for watching guys, and do have a lovely day. Bye bye.